Right now at 6, the suspect in a New Lisbon triple homicide appears in court.
And a historic Viroqua building finds its new purpose.
Watching WKDT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. New video evidence shows what took place last month in a Milwaukee County courtroom. That Milwaukee judge confronting ICE agents.
She's accused of helping a man dodge agents. Reporter Adam Reif has that video.
The incident begins at about 8:43 in the morning, April 18th, when Eduardo Flores Ruiz arrives on the 6th floor of the Milwaukee County Courthouse for a hearing in a domestic abuse case. He meets his attorney in the hallway and walks towards Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan's courtroom. Along the way, he passes plainclothes federal agents who are sitting on a bench. They are there to detain him. After Flores Ruiz walks by, the agents turn to each other and appear to confirm his identity amongst themselves. But a few moments later, Judge Dugan and another judge approach the agents sitting on the bench. A criminal complaint against Dugan later said she was alerted to their presence by a court official. That complaint says during this interaction, Dugan and the agents disagreed over the type of warrant they had to arrest Flores Ruiz. According to the complaint, Dugan ordered the agents to go to the chief judge's office. Video shows her pointing them through a double door. She then turns back to speak with other agents further down the hall and orders them through the doors as well. Shortly after that, with the agents gone from the hallway, Eduardo Flores Ruiz and his attorney exit into the hallway through a different door. As they walk down the hall toward the elevators, they pass another plainclothes federal agent. Neither they nor Judge Dugan seem to have noticed at the time. That agent motions to another to follow Flores Ruiz. Security video shows Flores Ruiz exiting through a basement exit. Upstairs on the 6th floor, the other agents have left the chief judge's office and worked their way downstairs. Flores Ruiz left the building onto 9th Street. Videos of the street shows the agents catching up to him. Flores Ruiz runs across 10th Street while trying to get away, but the agents catch him and arrest him.
Legal moves for the man accused of killing a woman and 2 children in New Lisbon. Virgil Thu was in court today. A judge had set his preliminary hearing for August 21st. Thu is accused of murdering 33-year-old Elizabeth Kolba and 2 young girls ages 12 and 13. Prosecutors say Thu admitted to shooting all 3. He remains in custody on a $5 million bond.
The House of Representatives has voted to advance President Trump's expansive Big Beautiful Bill. The bill includes tax cuts and restrictions to Medicaid and food stamps. Local lawmakers are reacting.
Every single dollar that is fraudulently spent is a dollar that can't go to feed a hungry kid. And I was that hungry kid. So we're not mucking about with this. We're focusing on waste, fraud, and abuse.
Just came from a meeting with some nursing home officials, and they are very concerned about changes in Medicaid and what that's going to mean for their operation. I know how hospitals are concerned about the impact of Medicaid cuts. Individuals are concerned about the impact of Medicaid cuts.
The bill now heads to the Senate. Republicans are hoping to get the bill to the president's desk by the 4th of July. State legislators meeting with Trempealeau County officials, meanwhile, to discuss funding needs and collaboration. State Senators Jeff Smith and Brad Pfaff, along with Representatives Steve Doyle and Christian Phillips, joined county leaders at the Government Center in Whitehall. The meeting focusing on highlighting county strengths while addressing funding challenges.
We have a really good relationship with our representatives out of the state of Wisconsin and feel that it's really important to be in conversation with them and talking with them about the good things that are happening within the county and also needs that we have and things that are of concern.
Legislators also toured the new Jail and Justice Center.
Well, the Chapman family opened their farm to the media today ahead of the 44th annual Monroe County Dairy Breakfast. The Media Day at Chapman Farms in Tomah gave reporters a chance to tour the operation and meet the host family. The annual Dairy Breakfast is set for Saturday, June 7th and highlights local agriculture and farming families.
The pride of having so many people come to see what you have. You know, there's a lot of people that ask, there's a lot of people that say something but don't really know the facts. So I'm anxious for all of them to come and see for themselves.
The event showcases Monroe County's dairy industry and brings the community together to support local farms.
Well, we got the sunshine back out for Thursday, and that allowed our temperatures to get back into the 60s, and that's really going to be the story going forward is dry conditions, but a gradual warm up throughout the next several days. We won't get back to average probably till the middle of next week. Back in the 60s for most areas, mid 60s a few spots, so that's definitely about a 10 to 15 jump from yesterday. Overall, if you look at the conditions for this evening going throughout, we're going to kind of have a cloud cover out there still remaining, so partly cloudy to occasional, mostly cloudy skies, but that will decrease as we get closer to 10 to 11 p.m., getting back down to 52. And very similar story for Eau Claire. The clouds will be early. I think after midnight we'll start clearing out, and that's when the temperature will begin to fall. But lighter winds too. We've had a little bit of breeze out of the north today too. So later on we'll kind of break down with the gradual warming that's going to be coming up. Do we have a Memorial Day weekend that's dry? And more importantly, when we're going to see, that 80-degree comeback.
More importantly, for sure.
Thank you, Greg.
Well, renovations for the new Viroqua Welcome Center are underway. The old bathhouse will be repurposed into a 2,400 square foot welcome center featuring an information center, trailheads, and meeting spaces. The building was originally built in 1936, but hasn't been in use since the pool closed 20 years ago.
The city said we have to do something. It's been sitting here for 20 years. We either need to tear it down or renovate it and repurpose it. So fortunately, the Historic Preservation Commission came up with some good needs that it could fill.
Hubbard says the remodeling project could take about a year. They hope to open the Welcome Center next May.
Quick Trip is planning to open a health clinic in La Crosse, but there is a catch. It's for full and part-time employees only. The location will be next to the La Crosse Employee Daycare Center off Highway 16. There will also be a drive-through pharmacy. Construction starts in early June and should be done by April 2026.
Well, lots of folks will be traveling this Memorial Day weekend. According to AAA, over 750,000 people will be on Wisconsin roads. The two busiest travel days, tomorrow from noon to 8 p.m., then Monday from 4 to 7 p.m. And WisDOT will be putting a pause on most road construction projects.
And those gas prices are going to be down at the pump. According to Gas Buddy, a gallon of regular about $3.08. This is the second lowest Memorial Day weekend price since 2003. Quick Trip, Costco, and BP Mobile are some of those cheaper spots to fill up.
I've got to go fill it this weekend. Coming up, business owners push back against a tax proposal.
Why they say it would threaten the cannabis industry before it even starts.
The Hot Tub and Swim Spa Expo is at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Onalaska this Memorial Day weekend only. Huge discounts on Hot Springs hot tubs. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, saunas, and patio furniture up to 30% off. This weekend only at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Onalaska.
It's customer appreciation time at Wesco, and we're saying thank you with exclusive savings on furniture and bedding, and your deal is just one spin away. Every spin wins, whether you're upgrading your bedroom or furnishing your dream living room. Now's the perfect time to save in style. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Stop in and spin before this deal rolls away. And don't forget to tell them Peyton sent you.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 CR-V.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together. Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today
a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
The Hot Tub and Swim Spa Expo is at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Onalaska this Memorial Day weekend only. Swim spas up to $10,000 off. Saunas starting at $99 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, saunas, and patio furniture up to 30% off. This weekend only at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Onalaska.
Cannabis business owners want lawmakers to walk back a plan to raise taxes on legal weed before Minnesotans can even buy it.
WCCO's Carolyn Cummings reports on the pushback and where the first off-reservation dispensary will open.
Minnesotans eager to get into the cannabis industry rallied outside Governor Tim Walz's office on Wednesday, protesting a proposed tax hike they say sets them back before they're even off the ground. At issue is the budget deal Governor Tim Walz and GOP and DFL legislative leaders agreed to that would increase the 10% tax on cannabis products to 15%. That's on top of local taxes and the state sales tax rate of 6.875%.
It feels like a real betrayal, both to the folks that have been very patiently waiting to enter the legal market, but also a really bad public policy decision.
Layli Fadahi with the cannabis consulting firm Blunt Strategies worked with lawmakers on the 2023 law legalizing recreational marijuana. She says the goal was to keep the tax rate as low as possible to allow the legal market to thrive.
This tax rate really creates an incredible amount of pressure for these businesses to have to compete against the illicit market.
Supporters say the changes would bring Minnesota in line with other states that have legalized weed. Half of them have tax rates above 10%.
The proposal comes as Minnesota gets ready to launch its legal cannabis market. Some businesses have already found out that they got the green light for a license, and others will learn their fate on June 5th when there's a lottery for others.
Meanwhile, the first retail store is almost ready to open in Moorhead, with another planned for St. Cloud after the state signed its first tribal compact with White Earth Nation, which is clear to have as many as 8 retail stores. The same tax rate will apply to off-reservation sales. Caroline Cummings, WCCO News.
Still ahead, the National Walleye Tour comes through La Crosse.
What last year's national champion says about taking on the Coulee region's best after the break.
And finally, we've got some dry conditions too, and that looks to extend all the way through the Memorial Day weekend. But when will we finally hit 70 or even 80? That coming up on your first warm weather update after the break.
Memorial Day weekend deals have arrived at Ashley. Now through Monday, shop incredible doorbusters starting at just $2.99. Add a queen mattress for as little as $5.99. And get summer ready with outdoor favorites starting at $6.50. Now through Monday only at Ashley.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work, we build it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save. Well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Celebrate summer and save big at Fleet Farm's Memorial Day Savings Event. 24 packs of our bottled water are now only $2.99. Online liquid Pool Shark 4-packs are $14.99. And the 32-quart Plano Frost Cooler is just $99.99. Plus, all active military and vets are invited to save an additional 10%, May 22nd through the 26th. Whatever you need, we've got the best prices guaranteed. And find even more deals in our weekly ad at fleetfarm.com.
Summer starts at Hy-Vee with Memorial Day savings Wednesday through Sunday. Whole seedless watermelon, just $3.99. Oscar Mayer hot dogs, just $1.77. Hy-Vee burger or hot dog buns, just $1.28. Ketchup, just 99 cents. Pork shoulder roast, just $1.48 a pound. Plus, save on ice cream, Lay's chips, fresh ground beef patties, Pepsi, and more. Save in-store and online Wednesday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Memorial Day weekend deals have arrived at Ashley. Now through Monday, shop incredible doorbusters starting at just $2.99. Add a queen mattress for as little as $5.99. And get summer ready with outdoor favorites starting at $6.50. Now through Monday only at Ashley.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Anglers are competing for the National Walleye Tour in La Crosse.
Today was day one of the two-day tournament. Competitors bring in their 5 biggest catches of the day to weigh in.
And the boat with the heaviest weight after the 2 days wins the tournament. Last year's national champion, Tom Wynn, very appropriate name, says it's great to compete against the area's best.
Going out there and putting your skills against the best in the country. Whether it's people who have been fishing tournaments for 20, 30 years or a lot of the local anglers who may have been doing this for a long time, just in the area.
The tour will return to the Badgers State on September 4th for the championship in Marinette. And it looks like they had some lovely weather for it today.
Oh, yeah, it was absolutely pleasant.
Yeah.
And I was driving down the Great River Road to Wazeeka for a shoot today, and a lot of the cemeteries and even the town fronts are just adorned with American flags gearing up for this weekend. Looks fantastic.
It does.
Ferryville, Wazeeka looked fantastic. Stoddard, all over the place.
And it's going to feel fantastic, right, Greg? Cool and sunny.
Definitely for a lot of areas, for a lot of people it will be. I know some would probably be looking forward to 80-degree weather that we had earlier in the month, but that will come next week. But we're definitely not going to see the 40s and 50s we saw earlier this week or the precipitation too. So we still got chilly night ahead. Temperatures could get back into the 30s. That means frost is a possibility for a few areas. Even could be some fog potential, maybe near some bodies of water too to contend with. Won't be widespread dense fog if anything develops. More 60s and Friday, Saturday, maybe each day the temperature comes up a degree or two for a high temperature, but not too much change between the two. Dry throughout the Memorial Day weekend. That chance we had earlier for Memorial Day kind of has pushed even further south. We might then get some 70s, or at least get close to 70 or in the low 70s. For tomorrow's highs, it's just going to be the 60s, a little bit of a north wind there too. More cloud cover in the afternoon, more sun in the morning, but still a degree or two warmer for most locations compared to what we had today. Going into Saturday, there could be another chilly night, so if we clear out once again, you could get back into the 30s, so we'll have to keep an eye on how cold we could get for Saturday morning. Mainly, most areas will be in the 40s, but those colder spots, once again, will get dipped down into the 30s too. And then for Saturday, maybe once again, another degree or two jump from what we had on Friday. Some areas it may be similar, but overall, still good. Sunshine in the morning, more clouds in the afternoon, but all not too bad going in. And here's our 70s, where I think we might see more 70s, just barely getting in. This is still about 4 to 5 degrees below average. We should be around the mid 70s at this point, so not too bad of a Sunday. Once again, a little bit of cloud cover. Now, if you're looking at climatology for Memorial Day, it does jump around a little bit on dates, so that's why the difference is, but we're not going to be on either end of that, not 95 and definitely not 36, and it's definitely not going to be wet too. But you look at the averages right there, as I said, mid 70s for most areas. That's what we're looking for too. And Eau Claire is very similar, hot 90 to 96 to 34. We're not going to be in between that, so that's the good news. And we're not looking at the precipitation too. So Memorial Day, basically we're looking around the 70-degree mark. We'll have cloud cover. Once again, that system that we were monitoring has pushed well to the south, so we're not expecting any precipitation. The next chance precipitation comes in maybe after Monday into Tuesday, Monday night into Tuesday. System out to the west is going to get kind of wrapped up. There's going to be a low that'll be approaching. It's kind of be stuck in the flow, so it may take a while to get through the area. This will have some precipitation chances potentially for Tuesday. And we'll see if it lingers around. If it does linger through Wednesday, I think a better shot that we'll just see cloud cover, and that might keep our temperatures back a little bit. So this may keep our 80-degree mark a little bit further into the forecast too, but that is just a small chance of precipitation. Otherwise, the forecast is dry all the way through the first weekend of June. But that dip on Tuesday is because of that low, and it might extend actually into Wednesday. That 72 might come down a little bit if cloud cover sticks around, but then we'll start gradually warming up, and I do think we'll hit 80, if not Friday. For the first weekend going into June, I think we'll get at least 81, maybe 82. Well, at that point, we should be near 80 anyway for average temperatures.
Excellent. And then by then, keep the 80s coming.
Well, we'll see. Well, hopefully it will. It should. But yeah, we definitely are improving, but it's going to be a slow climb back up, but dry. That's the bigger story for the weekend.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, Playoff pressure. The T-Wolves hoping to put together a better performance in Game 2 against OKC. Plus, the brackets are out. Teams know their matchups for postseason softball across the state, which begins tonight. Jacob is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
During the Memorial Day sale at PM Sleep Center, you'll save up to $500 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Hurry in early for the best selection. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Dutch Boy Exterior Stain and Sealer provides one-coat protection and repels rain within 4 hours after application. A gallon of semi-transparent stain is $34.48 plus 11% rebate. Transform your outdoor living areas with Cabot Australian Timber Oil. It's perfect for deck, siding, and outdoor furniture while providing maximum penetration, durability, and water repellency. Save $8 per gallon plus get an 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Wherever you are in Wisconsin, there's a free and confidential Aging and Disability Resource Center, ADRC, or Tribal Partner Agency. We're here for older adults, adults with disabilities, and your families. ADRCs are a bridge to support for benefits and financial assistance, transportation, in-home care, and more. Get to know your local ADRC and connect with resources now. Call toll-free 1-844-WIS-ADRC or go to findmyadrc.org.
Did you know that when you buy from Maury's, you get Maury's Promise? Maury's will always offer you our best price first, upfront, pure and simple. And our product specialists are commission-free, so there's no haggling necessary. Our lifetime powertrain warranty on new vehicles covers your engine and transmission nationwide for life. Also, our powertrain warranty on Maury's certified pre-owned vehicles covers you for 10 years, 100,000 miles, and much, much more. Maury's, moving life forward.
During the Memorial Day sale at PM Sleep Center, you'll save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Hurry in early for best selection. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
The brackets are out for all of the divisions in WIAA softball. The road to Goodman, Diamond, and Madison starts for a few today, but many will begin their run next week. A handful of area teams have nailed down some good seeds thanks to a successful regular season campaign. In Division 1, the Toma Timberwolves receiving a 2 seed. They'll take on the winner of Madison Memorial and Central next Thursday at Gerke Field. In Division 2, West Salem also with a 2 seed. They will host 7-seeded Platteville 1 week from today. In Division 3, GET gets a 3 seed. They'll host 6-seeded Aquinas next Tuesday. And the ladies from Melrose Mindoro get a 1 seed in Division 4. They've got the winner of Osseo Fairchild and Whitehall on Tuesday. Those just a few to name, and we'll have scores and highlights from these games as the postseason heats up. The 2 teams at the bottom of the NL Central entering the day beginning a 4-game set from PNC Park in Pittsburgh. The long stretch of interleague foes has subsided as the Buccos, first NL opponent for the Crew since the Cubs in the first weekend of May. Milwaukee leads this one 4-1 in the 3rd inning. Christian Yelich and Joey Ortiz with home runs in that one. And in just about an hour, the Timberwolves will look to avoid an 0-2 hole in the Western Conference Finals against the Thunder as Minnesota looks to make necessary adjustments against the #1 seed in the West. Minnesota actually took a 48-44 lead into halftime, but then a flurry in the 3rd quarter would give OKC an 8-point lead heading into the final frame, and they would not look back from there. Defensively, the T-Wolves look to limit the foul shots by newly crowned MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who went 11 of 14 from the charity stripe. And on the offensive side of the ball, Chris Finch's team will need to shoot better than 15 of 51 from three-point range.
I think, we got to clean things up a little bit. Sometimes the passes were late. Sometimes we weren't quite shot ready. Sometimes we need to turn them into other plays, But I did think that we got a number of really good looks, and we really couldn't connect when the game was kind of turning against us. So.
Tonight's game scheduled to tip off once again at 7:30 on ESPN. And guys, the scene inside that Paycom Center where they play with all the fans wearing the t-shirts and the giveaways, very cool. It's a great environment, but it's a tough place to play. So T-Wolves will have to be on their best tonight against a very good team. So
And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, you can't keep him off the free throw line.
It's hard.
You don't even touch him, and they call a foul.
It's hard. It's a little bit frustrating to watch as a guy that doesn't watch the Thunder much to see him how much he gets fouled. That's kind of the NBA today. So they got to do something to get rid of that.
Absolutely, but that's the status quo for the rest of the playoffs, it feels like. All right, Jacob, fingers crossed.
Okay, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the FlexSteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy.
The biggest thing I want to get across to people, whether it's via email or voicemail or text, is we are a local Wisconsin family-owned turnkey solar company.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy. How can you lose?
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the FlexSteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
All right, it'll be a chilly night once we clear the skies out after midnight. We could see some areas get back into the 30s, even mid-30s, so definitely bundle up for tomorrow morning. Otherwise, more 60s for Friday, Saturday, a jump each day just a little bit. We could hit 70 on Sunday or Memorial Day. That's not quite average, but it will remain dry. And then we'll come back down Tuesday with a chance of rain, possibly 80 by Friday or at least the next weekend. So we're going back up. But overall, it is a drier pattern than we've had for the last week, so that's positive.
Hey, nothing really to complain about on
Not when we were in the 40s just a couple days ago.
Very
Right.
true.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 6.
We'll see you at 10.